Ayurveda is the world's oldest tradition of medicine. It is considered by many scholars to be as old as 6,000 years. In Sanskrit, Ayurveda means the science of life. Ayurveda emphasizes good health, prevention, and the treatment of imbalances through lifestyle and practices such as meditation, yoga, diet, massages, and the use of herbal remedies. Maharishi Ayurveda is a modern revival of this wise and powerful natural health system, which offers comprehensive knowledge to prevent and treat body imbalances. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi brought back the teachings of Ayurveda with a different twist. He introduced transcendental meditation as the most powerful tool of Maharishi Ayurveda. According to Maharishi, transcendental meditation enlivens the body's inner intelligence. He also claimed that disease occurs when we disconnect from our inner intelligence known as consciousness. Multiple scientific studies support and demonstrate that heart rates drop to profound levels, even more than in our deepest sleep state. When we achieve this level of relaxation, our deep-rooted stress, tension, and fatigue are released. Maharishi Ayurveda is an integrated system that includes TM and other Ayurvedic practices, which give place to self-repair mechanisms of the mind and the body system. For me, there are three fundamental Ayurveda practices I apply every day that have completely transformed me in a way I never thought possible. Before knowing anything about Ayurveda, my life was a little chaotic. I had terrible anxiety. I suffered from constant panic attacks. I probably had like 2 or 3 a day. It was awful. And I also had many digestive problems. I was constantly bloated. I had gas and heartburn. Also, as I was getting older, I started having a hard time sleeping well and uninterrupted. I would spend my nights tossing, from one side to the other. My menstrual period was imbalanced, and I actually had migraines almost every day of my life, seriously, for the past few years. My body felt old, my joints were stiff, and I had many low back problems as well. I was basically in pain every single day. When I entered my 40s, my anxiety kept on getting worse and worse. I had so much anxiety that at one point I suffered a life-threatening arrhythmia that landed me in the hospital. So at 42, I was on anxiety, antidepressant, and heart medication. And the doses just kept on getting stronger and stronger for me. So at one point, I was actually popping anxiety meds in my mouth as if they were mint or candy. One day, by the grace of God, I learned about Ayurveda, and that was a turning point in my life, absolutely. There are actually many things I do now to keep myself balanced and completely grounded. My daily dinacharya, which means daily routine in Sanskrit, has a series of practices I follow on a daily basis to keep me balanced. But today, I will talk about the 3 most important ones for me, the ones that have transformed my life and have made me feel about 15 years younger. Maybe I don't look 15 years younger, but I certainly feel 15 years younger. I consider myself a very lucky person because I had a mother who was very modern for the times we were living in. She was my first meditation teacher. The word meditation 30 years ago was almost unheard of, at least where I grew up. So, all in all, I have been meditating for about 30 plus years now. And when I tried TM or Transcendental Meditation for the first time, it really changed everything for me. As I mentioned before, I used to suffer from terrible anxiety, migraines, and insomnia, and I don't think any other form of meditation actually helped me with these problems like TM. So when I decided to sign up to get coached on how to practice TM, uh, that was actually the first night I was able to sleep throughout the whole night. And I had the most relaxing and repairing sleep ever. Also, my headaches, my insomnia, and my anxiety went away completely. And this is all natural, so it was fascinating. There are many other great meditations that also benefit the mind and the body, but TM, for me, is probably the mother of all. The second thing that has also changed my life for better is yoga. Yoga is not Ayurveda. Yoga and Ayurveda are science sisters. However, in Maharishi Ayurveda, we have learned about some very powerful yoga asanas or poses proven to balance us. As much as I love all types of yoga, I have to recognize that not all types are suited for my kind of prakriti. What does prakriti means? Prakriti is a Sanskrit word that means constitution or body constitution, body type. According to Ayurveda, there are three types of constitutions: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. I'm a Vata, for example, and in my case, I benefit from a more relaxed kind of yoga. I love Ashtanga yoga, which is a very fast-paced type of yoga. However, for people who are also Vata, like me, fast-paced exercises can throw us off balance very easily. And even though I have been practicing yoga for a long time now, understanding this knowledge, I think, is the key to staying balanced through suitable yoga asanas. I try not to practice yoga every day though, because I believe my body has to have the time to repair, and also because I think as a Vata type, I try to avoid any overstimulation. So when I am not doing yoga, I like to take a walk. All of my life, I suffered from many digestive problems. And it was really ironic because I have always been the type of person who likes to take care of myself and my health. And eating healthy was no exception. And even though I thought I was eating healthy, I came to find out that I was doing it all wrong. And therefore, I had many digestive problems. At one point, I ended up needing an endoscopy because I kept from suffering from many digestive problems, and I was in constant pain. The doctor who performed the endoscopy found a small ulcer in my esophagus, and he told me that this was probably due to eating too late, too heavy, and from all the meds that I was taking. The moment I started following an Ayurvedic diet, all of those problems disappeared. It was very impressive. Maharishi Ayurveda teaches us how to eat better to have a strong acne. Acne is a Sanskrit word that means digestive fire. And if we don't have a strong acne or digestive fire, then our digestion gets weak and we create ama. Ama is another Sanskrit word that means toxins. If we continue creating ama or these toxins, at one point we will definitely develop major health problems. Ayurveda says that all, and I say again, all diseases start with digestive issues. And the best way to create a strong acne is by following a simple but powerful Ayurveda routine. I will share with you all the secret of a strong acne. Maharishi Ayurveda tells us to eat a light breakfast between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Eat our heaviest meal around noon when the sun is at its highest. We can actually include animal protein here if we are non-vegetarian. And a light dinner no later than 7:30 p.m. It is also crucial to wait about 3 hours between each meal to let our body fully digest the food. Also, it's important to have 3 hours before we go to bed. Eating according to our prakriti, or body constitution, is a must for optimal digestion as well. I will make another video about the type of food for each dosha. I would like to close this video by saying this. I am not saying Ayurveda is like shaking a magic wand. No, it is not like that. It takes discipline and love. Love for yourself and for your body and your health. But if you stick to this amazing lifestyle, you will live a healthy and long life. So they say.